Today I'm here with Simon Imhauser and we'll discuss 10 myths about the dynamics.
Let's see if we start a beef.
Let's go.
Hopefully not.
Alright, first one that we have is dynamics requires a very good mindset.
I would say definitely if you want to reach the higher levels or for the higher skills, especially if you're upside down, I would say. The more spins and stuff, of course, you need a certain degree of mindset, but as soon as you're upside down and you're doing these like bigger airtime things, it's all about like how steady are your mind.
Yeah, for sure. Mindset is extremely important when you talk about dynamics, because you always like you're thinking about, oh, I can fail this, you know.
Yeah.
For example, in the static skills, you can't like think much about that.
No.
How can I fail? But imagine you do a front flip on the P bar or front flip rig wrap on the high bar. It's like you need to be 100%. You're gonna get it.
Yeah. Hesitation is what's gonna give you pain.
Yeah.
That's how you fail.
Exactly. What I feel personally from my experience is that when I even think 1%, oh, what gonna happen? You know, it's always going to the wrong side. Always. So mindset definitely extremely important for the dynamics.
Mindset as well. It sometimes can be about, you know, tricking the mind. It doesn't always have to be like, oh, this is, you know, this
super
is not
easy.
dangerous. Because of course it is dangerous. But you just, to some degree, just gotta accept that it is, and then be in the mindset where, all right, I know I can do it.
Yeah, to have the balance between these feelings is really important.
Because of course, we would not send stuff if it's concrete under the bar. Like we're not in that state, like, oh, fuck it, nothing can happen.
Yeah, for sure.
We understand that it is, and we make choices depending on it.
Absolutely, yes. Next one. Dynamics require very good mobility.
Are you mobile? No. Flexible? I don't know what to say.
I would say yes. Do you remember in Sweden with the back 360?
Yeah, that one.
It was the perfect example for us. So yeah, I would say directly yes.
Yeah. If you wanna do everything within freestyle or dynamics,
more smooth and to be like to not think, oh, I'm going to dislocate my shoulder, you know, for example.
Yeah, I think the chance of injury is lower if you have good flexibility and mobility, and also the further out you can be in different things, the more momentum you will be able to use. So you will see a lot of, like, if you have these big people or they are really strong and they try calisthenics, they're all usually pretty tight to the bar, and it's hard to get flows. You can of course land stuff, but we want to be out here if we want to do things, and then you need some mobility.
And especially for freestyle competitions, if you want to save strength, you need to be really smooth with the dynamics, to not invest a lot of strength on it, because there are some guys that, even I sometimes when I grab the bar too close from the 360, you know, you pull just to catch the movement and you lose strength.
It's waste.
So yeah, super important.
Definitely.
Let's say mobility.
Yeah.
All right, third one, we have dynamic causes a lot of injuries.
Oof.
It really depends. If you fail, like if you land on the ground, it's
get
not
these
really
weird,
funny.
Those weird injuries. Then again, also for joints and stuff, when you just look at freestyle or dynamics, it looks like you would just fuck up your shoulders instantly when you do it. But I think also when we perform those skills that are more harsh on the body, we've also trained for a long time to get there. So sort of adapting our body and making sure it gets used to it and getting good warm up. But if you have that foundation, I think it's not necessarily that dangerous. The problem occurs when you do things you probably not able to do, push the limits too much, you don't warm up.
Exactly, this is what I think. Like
those things.
When you're, for example, like practicing, let's say 360s, but you decided, okay, my skill will be a front flip rig wrap, or my skill will be, I don't know, 540 over the bar, you know. No, it's not the right way, because those skills are much higher level, and this is how you risk, and it's not good. Of course, you need to risk at the but you really need to think about how big is the risk and what can happen. So,
risk reward.
Yeah, train smart and just trust the process without rushing it with the higher level skills when you're not ready for them. Yeah.
Agree.
Number 4, to be a complete athlete, you need to do dynamics.
I would say yes, that's the definition of complete. You have a little bit of everything. But I would say you don't need extreme level to be complete, like especially for competition wise, or at least not in the state we are right now. Now you don't need to be the best in both worlds. Like if you have a solid dynamics, that's enough to still give you high combo points if you do really good statics.
for sure.
But you need some dynamics, that's no doubt about it.
Yeah, we're saying complete to those people that actually can do not one thing so much, but you have a lot of things, you know. And when you combine them in the right way, then you're complete.
Yeah.
Because there's like a lot of people, even we sometimes we're not predicting good our combos, you know, and you're like, I need to change this. This should be first. This should be second. You know, this is what makes the combo complete. Let's say when you finish it in the right way. So yeah, definitely dynamics. You need them to be complete, but you don't need so much of them.
No, but something. Yeah. Otherwise, it's rough.
Yeah, it's only statics.
And also to train both, like that's why we value complete athletes so high, because it requires a lot to be able to train dynamics and statics.
Yeah.
Like to get that in 1 week schedule to train both, then combine it. Don't get tired from your freestyle to your statics, and that in general is just a total new concept and hard to perform. So if you have someone that's good in both statics and dynamics, you know that they are dedicated to what they do, because you can't just get there by luck.
Yeah, for sure. All right, next one. Number 5. Dynamics are more difficult to learn than statics.
I would say like this, dynamics can be those things where you just train and train and train, and you might never land it, because the mindset is just not there, and you need that consistency. Whereas statics, it's to some degree easy to see like progress. Like if I know that I show up every day, the days I should, I follow my structure, I eat good, like I'm always gonna get progress in my muscle growth. But freestyle and everything is so much mindset that even if you're perfect performance, you can have one shit day and it's just fucked up.
There is a people with good genetics for dynamics, good genetics for statics. So yeah, the thing is, let's say statics in a long term are, let's say, harder but more safe.
Yeah.
Dynamics, like you said, there is probably even for us like skills that we never gonna land.
Yeah.
You know, we see a kids landing it 13 years old, like 1080.
1080 and stuff. It's crazy. But that's the thing as well. Like with dynamics, you could learn a skill super fast, which is impossible in statics. You can't just gain muscle mass and connection from one day to another. But freestyle potentially could land just, you know, a new skill from one session to another.
Yeah, and to compare it like dynamics and statics, there's a lot of factors different. It's the opposite things.
Yeah.
So really hard. At the final, I can say there's nothing easy.
True.
Let's say nothing is easy. It all depends what you're focused on and what you work on. So
yeah, I think you can't. There are two different types of styles, so you can't really say one is harder and one is not. That's why as well in competition it's really hard for judging and the system right now. What should you value? If someone is really good in dynamics and statics, and if you ask them, the static people are gonna say statics is harder, and then the people that are good in dynamics gonna say the dynamic is harder. But it's hard. It's two types of training.
Yeah, it depends about the person and everything. Yeah. For some people this is harder, for some people this is harder.
That's why it's easy. If you're a complete athlete, you dominate in both, then you make it easier for the judges as well.
And for you also.
Which is what, and for yourself.
All right, next one. Dynamics without music are not possible.
Yeah, that's personal for me. Like if I forget my AirPods or my headphones,
you transfer it to a static session.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say the same. Like for me, music is really important, no matter about dynamics or statics. But I somehow can train and practice statics without music. Let's say I listen to my breathing and feel my breathing. But in dynamics, there is like not the hype. The hype is not there, you know. Maybe if I'm really hyped, yes, but it's the connection between the music and the dynamics is bigger than the connection between the statics and the music for me.
Yeah, and I feel like freestyle, it's a lot about feeling weightless to some degree. Yeah, and I like if I train freestyle without music, you hear when your hands are, you know, slipping on the bar, you hear you're landing, you're just hearing so much, and that's taking away distraction from your focus, and that is to actually perform. So then I like to have the music, it's the same, I know what's coming, I get motivated, and I just do my thing, you know.
Yeah, but for example, interesting fact, on a competition for me is like, I hear the music at the beginning, when I jump on the bar I hear nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I just feel. That's it.
You almost forget what you've done.
Yeah, I can't remember even the song, you know, but it's only on the competitions. So yeah, for dynamics, let's say it's
crucial.
It's almost impossible without Next one. The lighter you are, the better for dynamics. Ooh, this is interesting one.
This is interesting because it's I would say like this. It's not as clear as with statics, because here it's, if you're using the momentum right, you can still perform really good as a bigger athlete.
It all depends
but
how you're doing it.
Yeah, but in general I would say like stamina and quickness, it's a bit easier if you're lighter.
Yeah.
To get that, because it's always gonna be, if you're a bigger person flying, it's a lot of momentum, and as soon as you're gonna change direction with your body, you need to stop that momentum. For example, if you're doing giants into planche, or you're doing something like shrimp as well, if you need to use some strength, it's gonna be a bit more rough.
Yeah, compared to the statics, there's more, let's say in the dynamics, there's more bigger guys, taller, heavier,
performing,
doing insane dynamics. Then when you check the statics, it's not like that. You know, there is, for example, you and I don't know, maybe 10 more people.
Yeah,
you know.
I would say it's still a difference, but not as big as with statics.
Yeah, let's say like
doesn't
this.
play as major of a role.
Yeah. Next one, number 8. You ready?
Yep.
Dynamics in calisthenics are cheap copy of gymnastics.
Oof, I hope no gymnast is watching this.
Here I can talk probably, I don't know, maybe 1 hour about these things. Yeah.
Then maybe I should start, because you're actually more close to it.
Yeah.
I would say like I don't know too much about gymnastics.
Yeah, just tell what you think.
But what I think and what I love about this sport is that it's more free, in the sense that we're not checking. Like if you're flying over, we're not checking pointed toes, we're not checking if you're doing according to like before competitions in gymnastics, you have like, they know what you're gonna perform.
Yeah.
But freestyle, and what I like about this sport is that sometimes in competition you can show up, land something completely new, and I like that freedom. And it's
the freedom is the difference between those two.
Yeah.
And also the rules.
Yeah.
Like freedom is also the rule.
Yeah.
The biggest rule that we have.
I think so.
But yeah, also there is no specific points. Like the system in the gymnastics, it's really like you combine 2 skills, 3 skills, you get extra points. You combine this, you get extra points. You have rules. You're 15 years old, you need to play this. You're 16, you need to play this. You know, there is the rules and stuff. But yeah, exactly. The freedom is the thing that changed a lot the game between the gymnastics and calisthenics. I can say that now, this is the truth. People commentating like first in the world in calisthenics, for example, doing dynamic skill first in the world. But the truth is that a lot of these skills are already created in the gymnastics. Yeah. Long time ago. Maybe 100 years or even more, they're created. There's videos about it, and this is the truth. But the thing is how gymnastics are doing it and how calisthenics people are doing it. You know, because the style, gymnastic athletes can see the style that we have, we can see their style, you know, and that's how we can see the difference between both of the sports. But yeah, I can say one thing is that for the calisthenics, it's just a matter of time for the kids, the next generations, to do the things outside that now the gymnastics are doing. Yeah, this is the truth. Yeah, it's just the truth. This is compared to the dynamics. About the statics, what I can say, it's not hate or something, it's the truth again. Calisthenics athletes compared to the statics are way stronger than the gymnastics. Of course, on rings, no, probably, but on overall strength, if we talk about planche, if we talk about front lever, this is the reality, this is the truth. Both amazing sports.
Definitely is. And I also think it's hard to compare them. And if you see someone do calisthenics, don't blame them for copying gymnastics. And the same is the other way around. Yeah, it's maybe 2 different choices. Yeah.
Some people will say probably, this guy is talking about gymnastics, but I was there like 9 years professionally, now in calisthenics, so I see both sides, and I can say this is the truth. And zero hate, it's all love for both sports. It's amazing.
I mean, there's a reason he's sticking to the calisthenics, so
let's see.
I don't know.
All right, we move on to the next one. Oh, again, gymnastics are the best in dynamics. You or me?
I can start then again because I have less experience with gymnastics. But I would say I prefer the style calisthenics is performed, because the momentum is changed way more often. Gymnastics is a lot about
swings
over and over, giants. And flips and stuff, and that's really sick to some degree. But in calisthenics we combine flips with spins, with side flips, And just that variety, in my opinion, is
in different style.
That's what I like to some degree. It's just so much, and the fact that we can control momentum in all directions, that's what's fascinating.
Yeah, I would say interesting fact about me. When I started calisthenics, I was doing a lot of giants because of the gymnastics, you know, the muscle memory that I have and everything. But when I tried the 360, it was extremely difficult. Yes, I catch it for 2 weeks because of all the feeling that I have for my body about the rotations and everything. But I never faced something like this in the gymnastics. So I can say definitely I feel extremely different when I practice the dynamics in the calisthenics. And with my past with the gymnastics. So yeah, definitely I can say those skills like 360s, 720s and other stuff are hard.
Yeah,
for sure, hard. And they're not really connected with the level now in the gymnastics. Like you're saying, more flips, you know, and stuff. So yeah, style is different, but it's hard for people to understand that.
Definitely. And of course, gymnastics looks really impressive because they have a lot of height, but then again, it's also different bars. They wouldn't be able to do it on like a super stiff bar. It's just we get no momentum from it.
You need to know how to use the bar and everything. And yeah, in the calisthenics we prefer stable one, not a flexible one. But overall,
calisthenics superior. That's my opinion.
Yeah, like the moves in the gymnastics. The freestyle moves in the gymnastics are harder, I would say, because there's, you know, double flips with twists over the bar you catch again. But it's difference about the bars, difference about the place that you can perform it, you know. Like I said, maybe in the future kids will do it, but for now gymnastics are taking, like, compared to those two sports, are taking the level about the flying skills for me.
It's good.
That's what I think.
Yeah, yes. It's good.
All right, final one. Dynamics requires insane grip strength.
Yeah, the majority of the things we do, I definitely think it does.
Yeah, like insane, no, but really good, let's say, really strong, because he's the master actually in the grip, because it's the only one doing freestyle on the fingers.
Yeah.
Catching all the skills on the fingers, and this is your style, it's comfortable for you, you know. So it all depends, I think, how you practice, and but overall you have really strong grip to do this.
Yeah, so I think you're gonna notice if you don't have strong grip, you're gonna feel like that's the limiting factor, because there is a lot of momentum. Like if you're just doing swings, your bodies want to go the other way. And it's only the grip strength that is actually holding us towards the bar. And at that point, if you're not strong enough, it's going to be harsh. Easy to let go too early, get that timing is going to be off. You don't need insane, but pretty damn good.
Yeah, and to master how to use it.
Yes.
Because, for example, we are not grabbing the bar really strong on some of the skills, you know. You just fly with the flow.
Yeah.
And this is how you connect the dynamic skills. But yeah, grip is in the dynamics extremely important.
Yeah, and if you're doing longer combos, you don't want to cramp up. That's one common thing if you do in competition or you perform for a long time. It's usually the pump in the underarms that's really common.
Especially if you go like, you know.
Yeah, because you're a bit stressed, close to the bar, and then back again. The more freedom we have, the further away from the bar we are, the more momentum we can use, the less strength.
Yeah, exactly.
The longer we're gonna last. So we're both switching to gymnastics, but it was nice to be in this community. I'll see you guys.
What a lie.
What a lie.
This was our opinion about the 10 myths about the dynamics. We hope you enjoyed. If you want to see the same concept about the planche and the front lever, you can do it on the Gurnation's channel and Simon's channel. Link in the description. See you.